Hey everyone, this is Anthony from the Maricopa Public Library. I am the library assistant. You'll see me at the front desk most of the time. I am here to talk about some of my absolute favorite books in the library, and have been my favorite books since I can remember, as far as even venturing into the library. As a kid, I would always come in and everything back then was done through the Dewey Decimal System. So like if any subject, like scary stories for instance, was what you were looking for, you would have to venture into the adult nonfiction area. Now, the thing about this was, when I was younger, that would always be in the adult area, so I'd have to it would even kind of help the atmosphere that I'm kind of going into the zone where everything's a little more like, it's no sense of belonging for me because, I'm just a kid. But anyway, we won't go too deep into that. I just wanted to talk about particularly the scary stories to tell in the dark. You might have heard about this from the recent release that came out, I believe, last fall, 2019. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark is written it's collected by Alvin Schwartz. Now, when they say collected, it's because a lot of it was from old folklore. And so that you've heard these stories. That's the other thing. You might have heard these stories done in a different way, like in different short stories, maybe even in some Twilight Zone episodes. That's what's always fun about it too, is that when you can go back and you can or you just see them on your daily basis. Well, not daily, but every now and then when you're actually like watching a program that you might like. A lot of influences here, right? Well, anyway, as a kid, all the way to my teen years, I can recall always falling back on the Scary Stories that Tell in the Dark. Now, the thing about these in particular is that these are not the first cover art. The cover art before was different. It had a very drippy kind of art to it, and it was, to me, it creeped me out. But personally, this isn't too bad. I gave them a try, and I started reading them myself again, of course. But each one of them are filled with just short stories, and they're very short. They're very kind of straight to the point, and you just plopped right in there with the character just going into this scary, dangerous situation. I was gonna say that on my favorite, I have so many favorites within all three of these, but one of my favorites was The Drum, which was from more Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, because it was not so much about something evil or anything in that case, but it was about a story where the two children, that brother and sister, that run into so much trouble, and they do so much to try to get this drum from this gypsy girl in the woods. Now, the gypsy girl keeps promising them that she'll give her the magical drum that brings out these little magical creatures that dance and everything. And then, but the only way they can receive the drum was by actually inflicting, being mean, doing all kinds of ruckus around at home and that kind of thing. And the mom at the end, close to the end, gives them the fair warning that if they keep up their bad deeds, then they will get a new mother. And actually, I'm surprised that's not the title, because that's kind of like the point of the whole story, is the new mother has the glass eye and the wooden tail that thumps on the floor. But that's just one of my favorites. But the other thing I was going to say is, if you can get your hands on the audio, oh my goodness, these were so amazing. This was done by George S. Irving. He's won several Tony Awards, and the guy deserves it. He's really awesome. His voice is amazing. He's got like this, and then the music that they have going along with it is awesome too. It's just like, I recommend if you're driving at night and you just want to listen to something and you got that atmosphere, because it's dark and the music is really chilling, and the way that he tells the story is just, I don't know, I still get creeps till this day about the way he tells them. But yes, that's the audio, and there we have them here on CD, in fact. But yeah, that's those are my recommendations for the day. And actually, this is just an idea. You can do this or maybe not, but like Scary Stories is something, like, in my opinion, that it's, if you're lack of a board game or something on one of the nights, to have the family sit together and, maybe you could pull out one of those little fans that has the fancy lights that make it look like it's a fire or something, and kind of create the whole campfire atmosphere. But these are just so great because everybody can like choose one and just read out loud, and that's what we used to do at least. And then or there's just one person that just really has that chilling voice to do so. And then there's a lot of those pop out stories too. And what I mean by that is where you're telling the story and you're coming to like something, and then you jump at the audience or whatever, and it just gets everybody stirred. But anyway, keep having fun, and we'll see you again.